Welcome back, everybody. So last time we went through North Mountain and we started up the Phoenix Tower. That is where we currently are. We are going to scale this massive tower to get our friend the Phoenix. While I drink something. By the way, good morning, everybody. Yeah, I've been up for a couple of hours now, but I wanted to make sure to get a part out today, so I do this for you people. I do it for you. Okay, so this is actually an interesting point in the game, or point in the tower, because I can't remember if it's like every third of the tower. It's something close to that. You will get a floor with 2 pots. Those pots are actually monster, or at least one of them is a monster, and if you play things correctly, then you can actually have them give you a buttload of AP. And if people haven't noticed, my mine classes don't have any, and it's a 999 requirement. There's only one other class in this game that has that kind of an ability point requirement, and that's the Red Mage. And I've had time to work on the Red Mage, so that's kind of an issue. But thankfully, that's why things like the Phoenix Tower exist, is that you can actually start working on this right now with, I believe it's like 100 ABP per one. And only one of these pots is a monster, so you have the ability to get like 400 ABP in this area. But this is also a great area to just level up the mime class so that you don't have to later. Especially for me, because I'm lazy. I mean, technically, you don't even have to get the mime class. You can go through the game without it. And at that point, I would say, what is wrong with you? It's the mime class. It's awesome. I get that 3rd ability slot. It's totally worth it. You know that Drak has a bit of an issue trying to find good things in this game, when the best thing about it is that he gets a 3rd ability slot. That's the way it goes. Okay, so this wasn't the one, but I got 5,000 gold pieces out of it, so I'm not going to complain. And here we go, monsters. So you fight this off, and how do you win? You don't win by fighting. Now this time around, Drak made a bad. And I might cut this down, actually. So yeah, Drak made a bad and forgot to give one of his mimes an item command. The only way to get this guy beat is to give him elixirs. So, for those who are playing this game, you might have noticed that elixirs are kind of given generously throughout the game. I want to say generous as far as elixirs. So, people might be asking, okay, well, why is that? This is why. Because you have to give him, like, 3 to 4 of them. But this is also another reason why I like to pick the mime class, is because I can mimic. Oh, look, it's item searching. Epic gameplay, ho! So while we're working, yay! There you go. The equivalent of an internet troll. And yes, he still requires some. So this is the point where Drak realized, oh no, I need to give more. Crap. This is what happens when you haven't played this game in a long time, and you realize, oh, yeah, I have to do that. I don't want to do that. So while we're working on this, so I hope everybody's had a good week. This week has been busy for me, but with good reason. I just barely released 2 reviews, one for LEGO Marvel's Avengers and one for Jonathan Blows the Witness. To some mixed feedback on them. I have received feedback that they didn't think I gave the Witness enough credit. And, well, you might be right, I guess. But I think I gave it plenty of credit. I was excited for the game, and that's what I got. So, as much as I enjoyed it, and as much as I would play it again, would I buy it again for $40? Probably not. Probably not. It's not worth that amount of money. It's roughly worth about 25. 20 would have been ideal, especially given this week. So yeah, I don't want to get into this rant. Somebody's actually asked me if I will be doing a rant on why I was disappointed with a lot of the things The Witness did. I'm still up in the air about it. I don't know if I want to do it, because at the same time, I don't want to, beat a dead horse, roughly. And to me, how best to put it? To me, the review is finality to it. And I do actually go into a lot of that stuff. I mean, guys, this isn't like... Oh, oops. And I don't have any magic points. That's not good. Yeah, I forgot this happened too. So, yeah. Little piece of advice. If you go into this, bring at least 2 people with the item command. And I stress this, use the mimic command, because I actually forgot I could do that. You can technically mimic using an elixir, and it doesn't eat into your personal inventory. So, yeah, Drak did a bad there. It was just because it was a magic pot, and Drak was totally into it. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna get a comment like, were you actually smoking pot while recording this? No. So yeah, would I actually do the... Here's the thing. The video I was thinking about doing was a rant. Because I had a couple of problems with it. I had a problem with the price. I had a problem with the end game to The Witness. And the end game I have, like, tons of problems with. And so, maybe I'll do it, but... Like I said, there's a finality to... There's a finality to a review. Like, you can leave it as it is. This isn't Xenoblade, where I leave it open for me to go and play again. And review it again. The Witness is not really that. I finished it. And I finished it for you guys, and... Yeah, I don't necessarily have to go back. I might. Just to... Not to get on Jonathan Blow's case. That's one thing I want to emphasize, that people thought I was just picking on Jonathan Blow. No, I wasn't. I was giving him constructive criticism, which is a valuable thing, if used properly. I don't hate Jonathan Blow after this. I don't think he jilted me out of money. For all I know, I mean, it could have been Jonathan, but I have a feeling it was more of a Sony marketing decision. So, the $40 price tag, I mean. So I'm not mad. I'm disappointed that that's where they went. I'm not mad at you, PlayStation. I'm disappointed. But it's okay, because I got LEGO Marvel's Avengers coming out around that exact same time, and that was rewarding. So, anyway, yes, I put those out. I really don't want this to be the Witness post-talk. But I put those out. You guys are free to enjoy them. Like I said, I've gotten some mixed feedback. Some people actually got mad at me because I reviewed a LEGO game. Because those are stupid easy. I'm like, not necessarily. There are bad LEGO games. I would dare say that there are some bad games in the series. And even though a lot of people would consider them good, some of their systems, some of their methods aren't good to me. A perfect example that I would have would be... Oh, there we go. So, if they escape... Finally, it took forever to do. If they escape, you get 100 ABP. So there we go. We're well on our way to a 999. And I also got a Phoenix down. Like, I needed it. This game gives me a lot of them. Crap, what was that? Oh, yes. I would actually dare say that LEGO Pirates is not one of the best in the series for a lot of the decisions that it tried to make. One in particular is the compass. Like, they tried to incorporate Jack Sparrow's compass, and it's kind of dumb, in my opinion. And before people start screaming out, well, you like Lego City Undercover, Lego City Undercover kind of did it right, in my opinion. Like, it was kind of explained better. And there was just a lot of tedium to Jack Sparrow's compass. So there are good and bad games in the Lego series. One person actually asked, are you going to do a review for Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens? I'm on the fence right now. I don't want to flood the channel with Lego games, and I am a Traveler's Tales fan. So I could technically do that. I could flood this thing. I could go buy Lego Dimensions right now and do a review for it. Actually, I probably shouldn't, because Aldo Gomez would probably kill me. But it's like, that's my thing! No. Disney Infinity is your thing. And I'm just not into those kinds of games. I always feel bad about that with Aldo. Is, you know, he works so hard to get me into Disney Infinity, and I'm like, it's just not my kind of game. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's not working out. So, okay, aside from that, I'm kind of rambling in this episode. But it's okay. I love you guys. So yeah, I got the 2 reviews done. I'm actually working on another 2 reviews, because 2 hidden gems from last year's E3 came out this week, and those are Unravel and Firewatch. So I will hopefully have reviews up either by this weekend or by the following weekend. I'm hoping by this weekend, because next weekend there is another game, and so I at least want one of them done. And that is Street Fighter... Well, no. One of the reviews will be done, and then next week is the release date for Street Fighter V, and I want to get tons of footage for that and review it, along with working with Aldo Gomez of Board Offline to make that work. By that, I mean he's going to help me with some of the review footage, and because I want to get some multiplayer for you guys. Just kind of show off the characters and see whether or not they're making some good decisions. But yeah, aside from other things, that's pretty much been my week. We also did another live stream for Undertale Episode 2. Not as much of a reception as I thought it was going to be, but it seems to have kind of turned around after the video was released. Do I know if I'm going to finish Well, I got this question after Episode 2 from a few people. It's like, you seem kind of bored playing Undertale. Yeah, I kind of am. It's not that it's a bad game. It's just it's not catching my interest as much as people said it would. Like, people, I actually talked to one person who thought the main reason that I would love it was Papyrus, and Papyrus is kind of annoying to me. So I'm gonna finish it, obviously, because, well, you guys like it, or you guys love it. I actually had somebody say they love the Papyrus voice and they love the Sans voice, so I'll finish it and see if the resolution was worth it. I may have to pick different voices. Last week was kind of harsh on the throat with Undine's voice, but we'll make it work. Undertale will be done. Is it going to go up next week? No. Next week, I don't have a solid candidate set up. I probably will go into the requests again to dig out another game that people have asked for. But I'm also working hard to get back to consoles, because I actually have talked to a few people. I can probably make it work. I just need to put in some safeguards. I would really love to be able to do some Street Fighter V multiplayer with you guys and have some fun there. But we'll see. We have to make it work first. So I'll be experimenting with that, and I'll keep you guys posted. If not, I'll dig into the request bin and see if we can find something to do that respective day. And then to the Blizzard fans out there, unfortunately, no, I did not get into the Overwatch beta. So I can't do a live stream of it. If I get in there, you bet. Bet your boots, I will definitely do another Overwatch episode. I had a lot of fun. But I have to get in there first. So I'll keep you guys posted. I've even said for things like the... Oh, what was it? Overwatch beta, the World of Warcraft Legion alpha, I would definitely live stream that. I would even go into the... I would make a request bin for that, like what artifacts do you want to see, and what storylines do you want to see, and we'll try and make it all work out. I will probably put one preface in it, and that is I'm not going to do anything that is considered like current leveling content. So anything of the Broken Isles would not be done, but artifacts would be. So you guys can look forward to that. I would do the artifacts. I would probably mess around with some of the other features, but like dungeons and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't do. There are tons of other channels that do it. I am not the guy to go there. I'm just there for the story, people. So that's going to be a thing. But yeah, I'll dip into the well if I can't make consoles work. So you guys can look forward to that. We are still making our way up the Phoenix Tower. Yeah, this is a long butt tower, people. It is that long. It's like 100. Yeah, it's like 100 floors. So, and you have to go up each and every one. Actually, no, it might be 100. It might be 50. It's a lot of floors. Let's put it that way. Oh, and here's another pot. 20,000 gold pieces. I'll take that. And another pot. I'm making a lot of pot jokes. Because why not? Oh, and one question that I actually did get, and I've had no real reason to put it up on the podcast or anything like that. So what do I think about the NX announcement for E3 2016? Yeah, supposedly the E3, or the NX, the supposed new console of Nintendo, will be at E3 2016 to be unveiled. What do I think? Cool. I'm not building up my hopes in any way, shape, or form until I actually see what this console can do. Because looking at a specs kit is all well and good, and it's great to see some tech specs on these things, but here's the thing. A lot of that's being kept secret. And a lot of it's just making people go, huh? So, until we actually see what they're trying to do with the console, I'm not excited. So when we get that Nintendo Direct, because it's not like Nintendo's not going to come all the way out to E3. They don't do that anymore. But we'll get a Nintendo Direct showing it off, and that's fine. I have no problem with it. I'll be excited then, but not until then. So, sorry. I'm a Nintendo fan. Nothing will ever change that, but I'm not going to get myself overly excited for nothing. Especially what I perceive as nothing. Because we don't know anything, we don't know the games. In fact, I'm more worried than anything else, because obviously we have a Zelda game that hasn't come out yet, and I'm really worried it's going to get bumped to the NX. Ow. I'm really worried about that, people. Can I just say that? Like, Zelda Wii U, I'm really worried is going to get bumped to the NX, which is going to mean me even more development time. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen, but it could. So, there's my thoughts on the NX coming to E3. Great. Reminds me of previous E3s. But until I actually get my hands on the console, I'm not going to be, like, excited for it. So, and then obviously we will have a podcast this weekend. Do I know the discussion topics yet? I know a few. If I don't bring them up, then I already know I would probably get murdered by certain people. So that's going to happen. Am I going to say what those stories are? Not yet, because here's a little fun factoid about the podcast. I actually don't start working on the agenda until roughly like tonight or tomorrow morning. So, there you go. Because there's a lot to sift through. There's fan suggestions, listener suggestions, whatever you want to call it. There are suggestions from the panel, and also like legitimate stories that I think need to be covered. So, and it is February, so I usually go with the requests. To the people who actually say, no, I don't. Yes, I do. I promise, I do. It just takes some time to sift through all of it, and sometimes, like, I will come across a story that, when it was literally given to me that day, it was, like, a month ago. And I kind of sit there and scratch my head and go, well, can we actually cover this? It's a month old. So, that's just something to keep in mind, people. If you guys want us to cover the stories, please let them be current. Because covering something a month old, I kind of look at it and go, well, it was covered when it was hot, so I'm not going to hit this unless there's an absolute reason to do so. You know, like Romney preaching in my ear about why we need to cover the interview, or why we need to cover Hideo Kojima versus Konami. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So all of that's happening. Have I been able to get any games done this week? No. And the reason I haven't is because of the reviews. I had two weeks there, a week in between, where there were 2 games coming out. Actually, this week could have been worse because there were supposed to be 3 games coming out. Thanks, Concept. I'm still mad about it. I'm still disappointed. I'm still worried about my number 9, but I'm kind of happy that I don't have to have 3 games to balance between. I can just go between 2 of them and get it done. Just think of that. I mean, 3 games plus Street Fighter V coming out the following week. That would have been crazy. But yeah, we're going to make that work when Mighty Number 9 actually has a release date. I don't know if it has or not yet, but... And I don't want to do it live with you people. I know you guys like it when I do it live, but, well, I'm not going to. Because, as with all things in the game industry, some things are just left uncertain. Let's see. And we're actually getting really close to the top, I think. Yeah, this entire episode will be spent in the Phoenix Tower. Sorry, guys. That's the way it goes. Yeah, the 28th floor, so... Is it 50 floors? We'll find out in a second. 29th floor. Ugh. I was hoping to finish, but no, I have a feeling this won't finish. This will be an entire episode in the Phoenix Tower. But it's alright, because we're at least making some progress. In fact, actually, I just barely noticed we're getting to be... It's getting to be that time. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to end it for this week. When we get back, we will finish up the Phoenix Tower, and we'll get to even more side questing before the end zone.